Yeah, I mean, guess I'll take it from the top. It's a great game in the series. I think I need to replay 6. I think I'd put it above 6, but I need to replay 6. Neither one touches the, you know, the original trilogy, obviously, but
Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron.
just between how good the visuals are and like how, you know, at the same time faithful like the formula is to the, you know, the best games. This is still this is a really good like place to get started in the series though at the same time. Like, I mean, Unreal Engine, holy shit. Like, thank you for giving little studios the power to, you know, make shit like this. In an element.
Good job, Mage 2. Not bad, Mage 2.
I mean, truly though, like it's worth saying, like the clouds and terrain and this is a very aesthetically pleasing game. Yes, as stated in the description of this video, I have mods on, making this slightly easier. But you know, I want to use I want to use like the Cannon aircraft. This if I'm doing like a streamed playthrough. Let me see. Oh wow. Yeah, so I mean, I'm gonna use like F-16, F-15 most of the game. I'll probably, I'm gonna do Sukhoi series, for, you know, for the, oh, what is it? Spare Squadron missions. Probably do like SU-30.
Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify. Drones? Are you kidding me right now?
Are you kidding me right now?
Shit that really chaps my ass. UAVs. I can't tell them apart.
Snake voice. UAVs.
Fox 3.
Yeah. All Alright, I'm going in a little more focus mode just because. What? Yeah, I briefly forgot I was streaming, so I'm gonna start like actually playing efficiently again.
Roger that. Page 2, missile winning. Page 2, walking.
No, like the story of this game is actually it's pretty cool. It's not the best, like I mean, it's better than like the some of the generic nonsense that like at least there's a twist and
Page 2 splashed man and network.
Targeting range of guns. Enemy bomber hit. It's still airborne. Finish it off. One remaining.
Page 2, keep your focus. You got this.
you got this. I know. What is the range on this? I wonder. Okay, it is longer than the standard missile. You.
To Column and Mage. Job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
That's a great
Flight commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down.
concurrent like sound effect, the mission accomplished sound effect.
Get back in one piece here.
That's great.
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Bling. Like
Column squad,
iconic.
this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones? What's the
Can
deal
you?
with the drones?
Oh man, Unreal Engine 5, like the shit is gonna look
Release a report for debriefing.
nutty. I mean, this is a small team on Unreal 4. Like, look at this shit. Cockpit, controls recreated beautifully as always.
Citizens of Erusia.
Call sign is page 2. Verify
My call sign is Mage 2.
situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party.
Yeah. I did get this. Sweet. I better with these mods.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary
It's
of
just-
the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea.
One wonders
Hold
the
on. I've just received breaking news.
implications of the
International
fact
Space
that
Elevator, which is being built in southern Usia, has been
multiple
seized
like
by the
nuclear
Erusian army.
powers
Reports say former
will
President
engage
Harling
in
was touring
all-out
the site at
war
the time, but his
without
current whereabouts
using
are
nukes.
unknown.
Like,
Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the
I
continent
know
of
that's
Fuchsia,
one of like the
space
true
elevator has been under construction for some time now.
conflicts
The
over all
Executive
of
Office
this
of the Ocean Federation has
universe,
declared a
but
national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Yuuzhan peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war.
and then you have the
Stay tuned for
Belkans
further
setting them
updates.
off like ceremoniously,
Breaking news from
essentially.
CNN.
Like it's
OCA
have they ever
launched
been
an attack
using
on
like
the
an
capital
actual
today, striking
like
far bounty from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Ocean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years
screwed.
ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Yuuzhan was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest
They've
nations
always
from
done a
two
really good
continents
job
went
of
head-to-head,
connecting
and the
in
so-called
some
righteous
way, like
Oceans
somewhat
struck
more
the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only
powerfully
nation
than
bringing
others,
peace
but
and
like they've
stability to the
always
world.
connected
They even tried saving
every
the
game
ocean
to
and
at least
still
some
suffered
other
from the disaster.
arc in another game.
That's how a
Like
space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Yuuzhan, paid for by the Oceans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over.
Who could
Erusia
blame
went from
them?
being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then,
Yep.
while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer.
clearly a spy.
In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Ocean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye. I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east.
This is
That's
by
how I
no
got
means
here.
the strongest
I
story
was thousands of
in
kilometers from
the
Erusia,
series,
on
but
the
like
opposite side of the Yuuzhan continent.
I really enjoy
port,
the
it was dull
concept
as
of a
hell.
penal
It
squadron.
had three
Like
rusty patrol boats,
that's
and
really
the base,
cool.
the
And it
fences
was
were
done
topped
pretty
with
well,
razor
too,
wire.
in this,
The tower
like-
had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was
Like
parked in front of the gate.
it was made very clear how
Its gun was
disposable
aimed at the yard.
the pilots of this unit
was
are.
a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved. just
And Trigger, in a lot of ways, is
The whole
like the
place was just
exception,
one
and
big fat
he's
lie.
a
The only reason I was here is because they knew I
You know,
restored a supersonic plane.
he's
They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed
a
planes
sacrificial
they
lamb.
run,
He's a patsy, like.
Can you believe that shit?
Versus the
So,
majority
I tried
of
to
the
escape.
inmates who are
They found out
at least guilty of something.
and set the dogs on me.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Yusian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Yusia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Alright.
Squadron, sortie, ASAP. The current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But any aircraft shot down could land in civilian
Easy.
territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Target destroyed.
It's popping off now, Trigger. War has officially begun.
Sure has.
5 to go.
Sucks, done it. The war officially beginning. Oh my god. I'm on ace difficulty? I thought... okay.
Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Wilco, here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected
Pay
to
attention to who's on what side.
Trust your radars.
No way. No way. No way.
Behind target and ready to attack.
The clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also signal your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lookout to their targets, too.
Zone 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now.
That was the last radar vehicle. Great work.
I swear I'm hitting these
Interceptor shows no sign of
gunshots.
retreating. Take it
Alright.
out. Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can. Five targets remaining.
Ah! Nice.
Four targets remaining.
Transports are taxiing.
Fox 2. Fox 2.
I forget.
Locked on target.
H2, lock it. All right, this base is worth destroying.
Target has been destroyed.
3 targets remaining.
Good work, Trigger. The enemy's a lovely pile of scrap.
It is always cool, like, that moment in the campaign where you catch the enemy country with their pants down. Oh yeah, I forgot. That's how this does that, huh?
What happened? Status report.
Multiple bogeys on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're cleared to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move.
How crazy. Huh?
Well spotted, clown. No doubt about it. We're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them. HQ, this is Golem.
Yes, the
Bandits confirmed as UAVs.
confusion technology
Golem 1, that doesn't matter.
technique.
Destroy our enemy fighters and get
High
out.
G turns.
Doesn't matter.
Confucius say.
Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more money.
Nah, you don't.
Confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah. Golem Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory.
Brad, forgot he was even playing Ace difficulty. I know I'm only on, what is this, mission 2? Yeah. It'll probably be my last mission. I'll revisit this very soon though.
Target was not struck.
Probably tomorrow. I mean,
H2's in the clouds.
yeah, I forgot how fun this was.
I'm buying dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy.
There's a bomb I want to try.
Ooh, got him.
One to go.
Oh, I got him.
Any casualties? Lock broken by the clouds.
The enemy does a few moves, but that's about it. Just
Get him
chase
the
them down
guns.
and pull
Get him the guns.
The aircraft is icing up. I'm getting a warning.
Get out of the clouds, the ice will melt.
H2, you've iced up.
Clouds are screwing up the accuracy.
Up in there.
There we go. Jesus Christ.
Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
Yeet.
Casualties. We couldn't have done any
As I said, I'll do more missions soon.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. You shoot,
It's
someone gets
how
killed.
war is dice.
The guys in charge take care of the